welcome to your quick morning yoga flow. This is going to be a quick and easy routine. We're going to flow through our body starting seated, slow and grounded, just getting into our body awareness. And then we'll ramp up the pace just a little bit, speeding it up through our standing positions, waking up with a sun salutation, and finishing softly but energized. So if you're ready, grab your mat and come join me. And if you don't have a mat, you can always start with just a towel, a blanket, a rug, something soft that'll give you a little cushion on your knees for us to get started. Here we go. Find your easy pose, or otherwise known as our cross-legged position, seated. If this is a little too much on the knees, you can always open it up and go into your butterfly pose as well, or just any extended seated position to take care of your body. You can always modify as much as you need. Once you're there, we're gonna let our arms fall to the sides, and with a big inhale, reach to the sky. Gaze can follow those hands. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Great work. We're going to do two more just like that. Inhale to reach high. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. You know what's coming. One more. Inhale, lengthening the spine as we reach. And exhale, draw hands down to heart center. On this next one, we're going to take our side bends. Inhale, reaching again. This time as we exhale, we're going to open up one arm, letting fingertips inch out as wide as they can, and find our side bend. If it feels good, you can drop that elbow as well. Maybe even gaze towards the ceiling into that elbow and find that length on the long side of the body as it stretches. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center, reaching tall. Exhale, side bend, opposite side, inching those fingers out with the option to drop the elbow if it feels good into that side bend stretch. Breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling back to center, we reach high. Exhaling, we open up to cactus those arms, nice wide chest. 3 more like that. We inhale, reach, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, use your breath to open up those shoulders and chest wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Fingers are nice and wide too as we do this. And here's that last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it down. Elbows and shoulders come down nice and wide. We're gonna do one more reach. And this time, let the arms fall all the way down to the mat behind you. You can rest your weight onto those hands. Maybe let the head sway side to side. It's very common for us to wake up with tension in our neck and shoulders, especially if you've been carrying any stress from the day or maybe even had some night terrors. We tend to hold that in our neck, shoulders, even our jaw sometimes. So let the head be heavy here, swaying side to side or just letting it go down to center. As you get comfortable in this position, you can walk those hands closer and closer together, and then think about lifting rib cage and chest towards the ceiling. You should feel a small arch in the low back and a big lift of the chest. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out of it, we tuck chin to chest and then draw a circle with those hands until you're reaching forward. Forward fold, another great place to loosen up tension in the neck and shoulders. You can shake the head no, nod yes. Let that tension melt away. And breathe here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking those hands back into our neutral position and letting those hands rest on the knees. We'll take a circle of the head, any direction that feels good. Just really getting into each nook and cranny. Reversing directions if you haven't already, we'll take it the other way. And taking one big shoulder shrug, we'll inhale, draw those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, peel them back and away, creating space between the shoulders and ears. Great work. We're moving on to our all fours. Make any adjustments you need along the way. Take your time in getting there. And as we continue into our morning yoga flow, we'll meet in that all fours position, otherwise known as tabletop. We're gonna spread our fingers nice and wide and really press those palms deep into the mat beneath us. Think about our wrists and shoulders in alignment, as well as our knees and hips, and relaxing the tops of the feet and ankles. Let's get into our spine. We inhale, let the belly drop, open up the chest, and look high for cow. And then exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine, tuck the pelvis under. 2 more. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhaling. And exhaling. Adding any circles or twists of the head, hips, and spine for dancing lion. No wrong way to do this one, but it's really important that we just notice what areas we might still be holding tension, especially in the spine and hips now, as we start waking up and moving and grooving for our day. For 3, 2, and 1. Time to strengthen. Tucking those toes under, hovering the knees just a few inches off the mat. We're thinking of pulling our belly button towards our spine and vice versa for that opposition and core engagement. We're still breathing, so don't hold your breath here. And we're holding that core strong, pushing away with those arms so that our shoulders aren't sinking. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Drop those knees nice and wide to the mat. Uncurl and bring the big toes together and find your child's pose. This is a resting pose you can take at any point in any practice and at any time of your day. It's a really great way to reset, also get into the hips and spine a bit. We're gonna move through this one quickly so that you can get your morning started right and get right into whatever's next in your day, or if you're using this as a warm-up for a workout, this is a great position you can come to when you're done with your workout as well. One more big breath here. And as you gently come back to your all fours position, we'll tuck those toes under and take hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, draw those heels down, push away those hands into the mat. And you can start with nice bent knees when you're waking up in the morning. You can pulse out one heel at a time if that feels good. Whatever you like. And then when you are ready for that stillness, draw those heels closer and closer to the mat so you can get a stretch on the back side of your legs. And then draw your chest closer and closer to those thighs for more of a stretch in your spine. If you feel like your feet or hands are sliding, you want to think of drawing the muscles inward. So the inside of my elbows are drawing towards one another muscularly, and same thing with my inner thighs. That's going to help me find a little bit more stability. With an inhale, I rise my heels. With an exhale, I bend my knees, looking forward to hop or walk to the top of my mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Find that flat back, energy out the tail, and then all the way out the crown of the head. Exhale to fold. Full roll up all the way to standing, one vertebrae at a time. And then release shoulders up, back, and down when you get to the top. All right, now you're ready for your sun salutation. So stay where you are, keeping those feet grounded. We're pressing into the balls of the feet and the heels. And then in that mountain pose, knee joint should be soft. We're not locking into the knees. Shoulders are dropping away from the ears. Belly button into the spine for core engagement. And I'm even engaging my lats under here by opening up those armpits a bit wider. From here, we move into our sun salutation. Inhaling to reach high. Exhale, hinge at the hips. You can have a soft bend in the knees if that feels good as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine like you just did before. Exhale, fold, drawing closer to those legs. Hands come down beside the feet. And we step or hop those feet back to our high plank position. Again, I'm not sinking in my shoulders, I'm pressing those hands deep into the mat, almost rounding the shoulders to create space between my shoulder blades. My feet are planted at the balls of my feet and I'm engaging my core. Breathe here with me for 5, 4, 3, you got it, 2, and 1. Chaturanga through, bending at the elbows. If you know what to do, go for it. Modification will be dropping knees, chest and chin, and then lowering through into your upward facing dog or cobra. Cobra would be keeping those knees down. Upward facing dog, we're picking the knees up off the mat. For 4, 3, open up the chest, and 1, tuck the toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Pulse it out, bend the knees, stillness, whatever you need. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, hop or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Full breath, roll on up. We're doing one more full sun salutation. This time, one breath, one motion. We're flowing right through it. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, hop or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Full breath, roll on up to standing. Shoulders up, back and down at the top. Whew, beautiful. Take a wide step back and then face the long edge of your mat. Toes facing the long edge. Inhale, big stretch, reach high. Exhale, fold it forward, send the hips back, soft knees as you let that head go. From here, you're gonna wanna take those hands to the elbows, let the head go loose, and then sway side to side. It's essentially a ragdoll position. You can shake the head as you do this if that feels good. You can bend the knees and get into the hips more if you like, if that feels good to you. We just wanna get one more release before we finish our morning flow and get going with our day. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting those hands go, we inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back as you lengthen that spine. Exhale, fold and release. Inch those feet in until they're shoulder width apart. And with a soft bend of the knees, we roll up one vertebrae at a time. Doesn't that feel good? All right, inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close the rib cage, draw it closed as you do. And last time, we inhale, reach high. Exhale this time, flipping the palms away. We're creating that seal of good energy for the rest of our day. So as you draw those arms down, be very clear about the energy you're keeping within your space, about the intention you set for your day, and about the gratitude you hold within. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick morning yoga flow practice. I'm so excited to continue moving with you, whether you're following more videos or moving with me in person. Thank you. I appreciate you, I respect you, and I'm excited to see how you continue with the journey. Let me know how it goes. Namaste.